Hi guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you dates, how to get the date, or in other words, how to get the today date by using the JavaScript or jQuery. You can say that here. First of all, I'm going to show you today is 7th May. Here is Saturday. Here you can see that 7th May, so 2016, and now the time is here you can see that this is the Pacific time, Eastern time, and this is the GMT time. Here 108, here you can see that. So now we are going to create a function. We are going to get this date by using the JavaScript. Then we will print it on the screen. First of all, I'm going to get the date by using the date function. First of all, here is D is capital and date. So this function will return today date, and I'm going to save that date in a variable A. So now this variable A have the today date, and I'm gonna alert it on the screen. Here is A, and now let's see it. Here you see that it is a Saturday, 7th May 2016, and here is the time and GMT and Pakistan Standard Time. That is my time zone. And so now you can understand, in this way we can get the dates. And now this is the function. This date is a function. We can use this and to get the date, but there also another method, that is by using the object. So what is the benefit of creating the object? When we create the object of the date, so it will return the date, and by using that object we can print the date, we can edit the date, we can apply a lot of operations on the date. Here first of all, I'm going to make it like this, and here is the second one method I'm going to show you. Here is here what we need to do. First of all, we have to save that object in a variable. Here is variable x, or x, and then equal, and now we have to create the object of the date. So how to create the object? For this we have to use the new keyword. Here is new. This is the reserve keyword. By using this new keyword, it will create the object of the date. Here you can see that this is the date. This new keyword is just creating the object of the date, and then that object is you can say that this x is reference to that object, or you can say that that object is saved inside the x, that object assigned to the x. And now if we print x, so here is, you can see that here is the same date. And now the next thing that I'm going to tell you, you can also edit the date. And now I'm going to tell you how to change it. Here is, first of all, I'm going to copy it, and here is it is in the comment. Now I'm going to change the date. Today is 7th May 2016, but you can change it. Here I'm going to change it. In between these parentheses you can pause the new date. Here is in between the double quotes or the single quotes. First of all, I'm going to write any month, and then here is 2000. Here is the 13 is the day, and here is 2014, and here is 11. And here I want to tell you something. I have write the day is 13th of October. So if you want to write the day 3rd October, so you must need to write 0 before the day, because all the numbers in the date and time is in the 2 digits. And here this is, I'm going to write the time. First of all, I have write the hours. Here you see that this is the hours. So here is the same rule apply. We must need to write, if we want to write if the time is 9 o'clock, like this. So we are not allowed to write only 9, we must need to write the 0 because we need to complete 2 digits. And here is the 9:30 is the time, and then colon, and you can also write the seconds. Here is 30 seconds. So in this way, these are the hours, minutes, and here is the seconds. And now here I'm going to show you. Here is Friday, October. This Friday is automatically, the day is automatically added by the browser, so that's why it looked like this. So here is the 3rd October 2014. Here is the time is exact, and time zone is also automatically added by the browser. If you want to put any date, then you can input it. But here I'm going to tell you another thing, that is there is a specific format. In the next video I'm going to tell you about the date format, how to, if you want to put the date according to your wish, so what is the format. I will discuss this format in the next video. There are many formats, so that's why I have make a separate lecture on it. And here I want to tell you something, that JavaScript time, about the JavaScript time, because JavaScript have their own settings. JavaScript time is start from the 1970. Here I'm going to add the comment, then you can understand it clearly. Here is JavaScript jQuery, both are same. JavaScript time is start from 1 January 1970. Here you can see that from 1. So whenever now we are calculating the time from the JavaScript, so the first time where that is valid, or the, you can say that the previous time that is valid in the JavaScript is the 1 January 1970. So that's why if we create here, I'm going to show you why sometimes we need it when we want to convert the time in the milliseconds to make some conversions. So here is X. I'm going to create a new date. Here is date, and here if we put 0, here you see that I have put 0. So now this time will be printed on the screen. Here is reloaded. Here you see that January 1 1970, this is the 00 is the time, and all the things are okay. And this is, I just want to tell you, in the next sections when we do the calculations, so our time is start from 1 January 1970. So this is just a little thing that you need to remember. And now here I'm going to tell you about a format of the date that is important, and in the next video I will tell you 4 formats, but this format is not involved in those formats, so that's why here I'm going to tell you about these formats. Here is make it in the comment. Here is comment, and here is, and now here I'm going to create a date. Here is new date. Here is D is capital, and here is this. Now in between these parentheses we can put the year, month, day, or. So now I'm going to tell you about about its format. First of all, here I'm going to write its format in the comment. First of all, we can put the year, then we can put the month, then we can put the day, then hours. There are different formats, but I'm going to tell you about the one. Then minutes, then seconds of the time, and then you can put the milliseconds. In 1 second there are 1000 milliseconds, just for your information. And now here, first of all, I'm going to put the year. Here I'm going to put the year into 2 digits. Here is I'm going to put to 2012. So here is 2012, it's mean 2012. Then we need to put the month. So month is, so here I want to tell you the specific thing for the month. Here here you see that here I want to tell you there are the index of the month in the jQuery or JavaScript. First January have the 0 index, and then the February have the 1 index, and March have the 2 index. In this way the January have the 0 value. We cannot give it the 1 value. If we write the first month, so first month is the February, so that's why the January have the 0 value. Here I'm going, I will write it here. Here is 0 is, here is, I'm going to write like this, January, and then here is the first month is for the JavaScript, this is just for the JavaScript, February. Maybe my spellings are wrong. And here is the second month is the March. So in this way this is continue. Here I'm going to write this, then you can understand it. Then the third one is April, fourth one is May, fifth one is June, then sixth one is July, seventh one is August, and then eighth one is September. So this is continue. So if we write here, if here I'm going to write the 0 month, then it will be January, and then we have to write the days. Here I'm going to write days in the 24 January. I have write basically 24 day, and then here we have to separate this value by using the commas, and then I'm going to write the time. First of all, hours. Here I'm going to write 11 is the hours, and then here is the 20 minutes is the minutes, you can understand, 30 seconds, then here is the milliseconds. So I have tell you there are 1000 milliseconds in 1 second, so I'm gonna write, you can write 500 milliseconds or whatever. And here we have to, here we have not write the equal, so it is not a sign. So here you see that 24 January, it is the 1912, it understand the 19th century. So here is the time, and the time zone is automatically added, and the day is automatically picked by the browser. And here I want to tell you something. Here is 1912 is printed on the screen. This is the 1912 century. But what if we want to put the 2012? So we have to write complete 2012. I have forgot this thing. So now here is 2012. If we write only 2 digits, so it will pick that date from the previous century. So this is just the formats, and in this way you can put the dates. So I just want to tell you about this format, and you can also change it. If you don't want to put the time, so don't put it. Here is, here I'm going to remove the time. Here is the hours. So now there is only time, and here you see that the time is 0000, and here is the date, and all the things are ready. So thank you for watching this lecture. In the next lecture we are going to discuss the date formats. That is the interesting lecture. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any problems, so kindly add the discussion. I'll help you as much as I can.